About a half hour ago, you got a chance to see my big brother Brian, who, just like thousands of veterans, just got back from Iraq. Now, he's going back to the Middle East literally in a couple months, but a lot of men and women in the military are not. They're staying here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and sadly, they're going to be struggling to find jobs and just adapt to a regular life. But a new position inside City Hall could make things better for them, as we see from one soldier who knows how tough it can be to be back in the USA. They are the boots of a rugged young man with a stern face and kind eyes who's walked through some of the deadliest streets in the world in Iraq.
It was kind of surreal in that it's a much different place from the United States.
But it became very real for Sergeant Andreas Lazo when his mission as an infantry soldier sent him to Iraq about 5 years ago. When he wasn't giving kids soccer balls and candy, he was helping to protect snipers until an explosion changed everything.
And that was on October 21st of 2007. I was struck on the right side of my head. Thankfully, my helmet took the brunt of the damage.
This is some of the copper shrapnel that ripped through Sergeant Lazo's arms. He thought the liquid on his skin was sweat until he saw red gushing out of his shoulder. He was awarded a Purple Heart for that mission, but it wasn't until Sergeant Lazo got back to the United States and started studying here at the University of New Mexico that he faced his toughest assignment yet.
Is that a difficult transition to make, to be out of the Army, out of a war zone, then literally days later you're on a college campus?
It's a pretty difficult transition. I can say firsthand, having lived through it, but I know for a lot of veterans returning back, it's a hard transition.
It wasn't as hard as it could have been, though, thanks in part to Roger Newell. He's a Vietnam veteran and Albuquerque's Veterans Liaison. His new job here at City Hall is to help Sergeant Lazo and the other 50,000 veterans in Albuquerque get the help they need and deserve.
We're talking about a group of people that have signed a blank check for their life so that the rest of us can enjoy what we do. And I think they need at least a hand, a big helping hand, to get them back so they can become a productive part of our citizenship.
To help them be productive, Mr. Newell is working with the city's leaders to create a preference program in Albuquerque, just like the federal government. And he wants to connect veterans with groups that are set to help them with everything from jobs to counseling.
We spend, 6 months, a year to train these guys to go to combat. And we spend 20 minutes welcoming them back to the base and thanking them for their service, and they'll get back to work.
Sergeant Lazo's already back. He's traded a war zone for a study zone, a rifle for a computer, and soon all of this hard work will lead to a law degree and his dream job.
I want to continue to advocate for veterans because that's really where my passion is.
A passion that won't end until long after these boots are worn out. Bright young man right there. Now, besides the Veterans Office at City Hall, there are a number of other programs in Albuquerque and all around New Mexico to help veterans, including the Department of Veterans Affairs, Workforce Solutions, plus UNM and CNM. If you want to find out about all of them, just head to our website, krqe.com, and look under the blog. I just posted links to all those programs. Elizabeth?
Great to see Albuquerque stepping up to help our heroes. Thank you, Matt.